Is it time to long Bitcoin? What target we can look for next? What price are we going to expect to be touched really for a reversal? All these questions are going to be answered in today's update. So as always, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. I'm really going to try to make this update not too long, so it's gonna be a bit fast. So make sure to watch a couple of times maybe if you need, because it's gonna be a bit complex. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to make it really easy. I'm going to explain you everything, but yeah, maybe it's going to be a bit complex for beginners and everything, so make sure to watch this a couple of times. As always, there is a comment section, it's made for this, so do not hesitate. And if you want to maybe ask some more stuff or whatever to get some faster answers, join the Discord server. This is where you can really ask me some questions, get live updates on Bitcoin. Just to give you an example, it was yesterday. Yesterday it was, by the way, a lot below here, where I've been able to recognize that every single lows was not good for a long, and the only low where we've got a 2% increase in price for day traders is absolutely crazy. We've got a nice reversal and so a nice long trade. So this is pretty cool, not gonna lie. From the swing through pan yesterday, you know, we've got no reason to long until this bounce we've got during the night. And so yeah, this was, you can recognize this really. So the thing is now, I'm going to ask the question, is it a good time to long Bitcoin? Well, the answer is on the order flow. You just need to come here, go on the 30 minutes and just ask yourself here, do we have some good data for a failed auction? Because the first target here we have to be aware of really when we take a low is a swing through pan or a failed auction. Here we are now a lot below, there is no real swing through pan anymore, so the only possibility until the next support is here to get a failed auction. To reclaim here, the only possible move is a failed auction. I'm going to talk about the data we are having right now, limited time at the moment. Okay, do we have some good data? The answer is no. Why? Because we have no trap short. There are no massive amount of people shorting here, so to speak, the thrill to push the price and reverse this to go above, to go higher next. It's like, for example, well, if you pay attention here, there are no shorts here. I mean, there is 3 million here, 4 million here, and everything is above almost. There is no reason to take the long here. Okay, there is no reason to bet on a swing long for a failed auction at the moment. Maybe now we're going to take out the lows, we're going to get some crazy amount of shorts now, and we're going to be able to reverse. But for the moment, right now, allowing the time, I'm not going to take a swing long simply because this is not bullish. Just to give you an example, this was on the very top, you know, with a short trade we have been able to take, and of course to plan. Here this was, you know, the short trade against here, so it was, you know, with a short trade from the very top, so around 48, 47, 500, 48,000 really on the top here. I've been able to plan where you have nice some really nice short trade, not gonna lie, really brilliant short trades. But yeah, the thing is on the top here, what you've got the good fail really to push the market and to bring us with this really big drop. Why? Because you can see here that when you do the rise on the very top, you can see that it's 49,000, 48, 49,000 short trade, 47,000. You can see here we have like 37 million of new longs coming into that candle. We have 10 million, 17 million. All these longs are trapped, and now they're just, they're just liquidated really. Now they're completely wrecked. And all those people really was a fail to bring this price back down. And the thing is now, do we have this fail to bring this price back up? Well, there is no short here. There is no massive amount of shorts like this. So there is no reason really for the market to reverse at the moment. Maybe it's going to change next, but for the moment, it is not the case. There is no absorption. There is nothing for me that is telling me, okay, it's time to press the long button and it's time to look for a long now. There is nothing like this at the moment. Maybe now it's going to change next. We're going to reverse, get some massive amount of shorts, for example, form absorption, and here we go, come back up. But for a moment, at the moment, right now, let me know time talking, there is just no way to long this. Of course, there are some scalps, but that's it. There is no swing long for the moment. As I said, thing for now. If you want to stay updated, make sure to join Discord server. Go into the Matters update here channel. This is where I'm saying really everything, and this is for absolutely free, by the way. But anyway, just wanted to cover the order flow before to start with everything. So now the thing is, if we have to look for a long, really, what target we can look for next? We can simply look for the target a bit below here. So if there is no failed auction, so to speak, for now, it looks like there will be no failed auction, but maybe it's going to change next, but for the moment, it's not good. If there is no failed auction, so to speak here, of the range low, what we can look for next? Well, we simply have to look for these targets here. First of all, we're going to look for this target between, I'm going to try to speed up a bit. So first of all, we can look for this weekly negative path control down to the swing through pan here. So to speak around 37,700 down to 36,700. Swing through pan level as always, we can look for a swing through pan, come back up directly and reclaim, or a failed auction, so to speak, go more down, spend some time, start forming something really bullish on the order flow, come back up, and here you go, you get this nice long trade. If there is no reason to take the long here again, well, we're simply going to look for the next target, right? So to speak, this is the first target we have to be aware of for a possible long trade. If this is lost, we're simply going to look for the next one. So to speak here, bam, we look for the weekly negative path. Of course, if there is no failure control, swing for the pound at low. Next target here, so weekly negative path control down to the swing for the pound again, by the way, and weekly negative path control, swing for the pound, weekly negative path control, swing for the pound. So here in that case, second target is between 34,400 down to 33,100, really, with all the lows, and here we go, we have taken the lows, with all the lows here to take, really. And again, if there is no swing for the pound or fail auction of this low, we're simply going to look for the next target. Next target is really the bigger target is really coming around 29,000. But before that, we have to be aware of this massive SLF flip. Okay, that's simply here, this value are low and this path control. That was really here, you can see support, flip to resistance, find it breakthrough, so we can come back down here, get a bit of a bounce. But I would like to get the wave count here while approaching this to really see if this is a good zone or not. But this is still something to be aware of if we have to break this and make, for example, a massive wick here. Well, the first support, the first possible bounce will come around this zone of price, really, so to speak, between 31,000 down to 30,300. Break this, we're coming into a massive zone of price here, a massive support here that is between 29,000 down to 26,000, really, 25,800. This is an extremely big zone of support. We have many big support, massive support down here. So as always, more easy it is to spot, less where we have some chance to bounce from here, because more people are going to look for something, less we're going to do it. So if everyone is expecting a bounce here, what we can do here is to do something a bit more complex. Go below here to take that low, make some people bearish down here, and from here reverse and get a possible nice long trade. But go below and then reclaim to speak. Okay, this is next target really to be aware of if we have to break this first one and this path control. This value are also in this path control. And if we start breaking this, we can look for the targets below. But I'm not going to go that down for the moment. If you want to get more about all of this, you can simply go and check out the video I have done on the website. It's absolutely free. Again, you just have to create an account, go into the member section, exclusive TAs, and you just have to click the last one here. If you want to skip all of this, okay, because I'm really doing my TAs in front of you. If you want to skip all the TAs, really, how I'm doing this, just go into the 55 time code, minutes time code here, and you will be able to get all my explanations and understand everything above, below, everything, okay? So now, these are the 4 main targets, really, if we count that one, and 5 if we count the fail auction here, but for the moment it was bad. Now maybe it will change, but as we took the lows, but for now it was bad. There are still no trap shows at the moment, so it can change, but for now it's still not the best. So now we're good with the level. So now let's move on the wave. With the wave, I'm gonna try also to make it a bit fast. Okay, so again, maybe slow down the video, slow down the speed of the video, and what just a couple of time because it's gonna be a bit complex. So first of all, I'm gonna repeat myself for people who are watching the updates, but we have to make videos and content for everyone. So first of all, we can look for here on the higher time frame. I'm gonna focus first on the higher time frame. First of all, we can look, so we have a bullish and a bearish candle. As always, we'll have to take both configurations. We have to be prepared and ready for absolutely everything as a trader and an investor. This is extremely important. So I'm going to plan different configuration on the higher time frame. I'm going to show you that we can still bet on some configurations and look for different stuff, really. The only thing we have to do next is to trade the targets we have planned, really. Okay, the support and the resistance based off the reaction by reading the order flow. Again, if you want to learn the order flow, you can go and check out the website, or you can go on the internet, really, and type some order flow course on Google, and you'll also find some course. But anyway, so here, the first configuration here, if we have to be bullish, sorry, is simply, so here a wave 1, a wave 2, and then we'll have in that case, as we have here some 5 waves completed to the upside, well, it could be this wave 3, 4, 5, but we do not reach here the 1618, what we should normally reach with a wave 3. So it's possible that we're in such configuration. To be honest with you, it's valid, okay? But I don't like this so much for the moment, so maybe we're going to take this later, but for now it's not what I'm going to take. So I will take more here, another wave 1, okay? Another wave to retracement, and then we can look for a 3, 4, 5. Of course, before to look for such big push to the upside, we'll have to look for another configuration, but this will be the first to speak configuration on the higher time frame. If now, so first of all, to understand, you have to look for a retracement before to push higher. A retracement for a wave 2, or a retracement for a B wave if we still have to get a rise next, but to be bearish till at the end. This will be that case, such configuration. We have a correction in that case, ABC zigzag, we have then an ABC flat, so WX, and then we have a Y leg. As always, a Y wave here cannot finish with 5 waves only. We have to make in that case a bigger pan, and the only pan that is starting with a 5 waves is simply an ABC zigzag. So this will be the next configuration, really, a B wave, to look not for the wave 3 directly, to look for a C wave, and then we come back down. But in any case, in both configurations, we have a retracement to go higher. This is the most important right now to understand. A retracement to go higher. We don't really care next if we do a massive push-up or not. In any case, we look first of all for a B wave or for a wave 2, so a retracement here before to go higher. This is the first configuration to take here on the higher time frame. And next, with the wave we're going to get here to the upside, we're going to be able to recognize more likely normally if this is extremely bullish. If we do some really small retracement on every dip or all the stuff like this, we'll have to see this line with the time. But Yeah, we'll see this later, but this is what we have to look for first of all. What are the invalidations of this? Well, it's very simple. If the B wave breaks the wave A root, or if the wave 2 breaks the wave 1 root, okay, of course. But before it's happening, we can still plan for some possible, we can still look really for some invalidation. So this configuration here, for example, if the B wave breaks the wave A root, this is not valid anymore. We have to look for another configuration that is bearish. I'm going to show you next which one we have to take if we have to go directly more down and take the low directly here. So first of all, invalidation for the B wave is if we retrace into the 90% and we get some kind of close in there. So you can pull the retracement tool at the 90%, and if we start going into here the 90% and get some kind of close, this is not valid anymore for this wave A, B, C. The B wave cannot get some kind of close for in an ABC zigzag into the 90%. So if this is not valid anymore, well, we can still look, we know, for the bullish configuration, but in that case here, what we can look for invalidation for the second wave 1 to here, so wave 1, wave 2 here, and then bam 305, we can simply look here at the RSI. We can go on the daily time frame, and if here's a wave 2, right there, okay, if the wave 2 here breaks the wave 1 root, this is not valid anymore. We can remove this scenario, ban it from the chart, and here you go, we can delete this, and we can look for something a lot more bearish. Either the B wave, okay, or the ABC as the Y wave I showed you just before, either the bigger bearish wave count I'm going to give you. So wave 2 here, invalidation if the wave 2 here, sorry, breaks the wave 1 root on the RSI on the daily and also weekly time frame. This is something I will be aware of. If we start breaking that bottom here with the RSI, well, this is definitely not valid anymore on the weekly time frame, and we can remove this scenario from the chart. Okay, these are the two different invalidations we have to be aware of for both configurations, where in any case we're going to get retraced before to push high, and we just have to look for a long into the territory we've planned all the way down, really, okay, with the levels before. So now, if we get the invalidation on the chart, so to speak, we get the wave 2 here that is going to break the bottom right here on the RSI, and if we get, you know, some kind of close for the B wave, and if the wave 2 really, and if we really break the low here, okay, so if we get some invalidation, these configurations really are not valid anymore. Well, what we can take is very simple. We just have to take, in that case here, if this is a configuration like this, we have a 5 waves here, well, we have a 5 waves correction, and we already have a 5 waves. If we have a 5 waves correction, 5 waves, well, it can be an ABC zigzag, and if this is an ABC zigzag, it's a correction to go more down at some point, so to speak. Here we can look for such configuration, ABC zigzag like this, 5 waves correction, 5 waves, it's done. And so now we can of course look for the bigger WXY and the Y leg already to the downside. Remember, it's not because we take out this low here that we're going to look directly and only, okay, if we take this low right here, it's not because we take this that we're going to look for a new low to be made directly. Remember that we can still make a longer X wave and then we make the Y leg. It can be really tricky and a bit more complex here. I mean, complex to be fair, just to make a bigger W, X, and then we make a Y here to the upside to make either so an ABC, sorry, a WXY here. If the X wave breaks the W root, it's more likely an ABC flat. Okay, but be aware of such configuration where we take the low here. We do not look only for a massive drop. We have still to be aware. That's why we've planned some support, you know, all the way down here too. Okay, simply because it can be in this configuration still. So don't forget this. Okay, now of course to make it easy, well, we just simply take for the moment this, but be aware that we can make a longer XY if it's possible. Okay, in that case, we're going to plan later. We can look for, if you want to know the territory below, just go on the website, create an account for absolutely free, and go and watch this video for absolutely free again. So yeah, this is what we can look for right now on Bitcoin. Now let's go on the lower time frames. It's going to be a bit longer than at the end, so I'm going to try to speed up a bit. So first of all, what we can look for here on the lower time frame, first configuration here, sorry, is simply, you know, this impulsive where we're in a wave 5, and so now we simply have to look, you know, for an ending into this red wave 5, ending here. So we look for a bound, and we look for a nice wave 5 again, so wave 4, and then we look for a wave 5. So to speak here, it's simply a wedge in the wave 5, really. Okay, an ending. In that case, we have the wave 4, if the wave 4 now, and then we have the wave 5. But if the wave 4 here now we start getting invalidation, for example, the wave 4 brings the wave 2 bottom top here on the RSI and all of this, or we really do this on the chart, well, we can simply remove this configuration and take such configuration where we are in a leading, okay, like this to the downside. We are in some 5 like this. Once we have done these 5 waves, okay, it's either like this, either like this. We can simply look for a bigger ABC, okay, zigzag, or bigger impulsive to the downside. If now we do something else, for example, we keep dropping from here, well, for example, we start doing something massive here to the downside, well, I'm not taking any more this leading, and I'm not going to take any more this ending here, so to speak, this band 3, 4, 5, this is not an ending anymore. I mean, if we start dropping like massively from here, so what we have to take, if we have to drop massively from here, I'm simply going to switch to something more likely like this, okay? It's simply I'm just going to accept that we have done a 5 waves already before. The wave 5 was done here with a truncated wave 5. We do have an ending in there, so this is something valid, to be honest. And the only thing that I don't like is this truncated, but you know, this is a week before here, so it can be a scam week on many different exchanges, so I'm gonna just accept this, okay? But the wave 5 stopped before the wave 3 bottom. This is not the best, but yeah, just gonna accept that. So if we have the 5 waves before, well, we are already simply into the C wave, you know, the white wave that I was talking about earlier. You know, we are still waiting to complete this A wave or this wave 1, it depends. And but the thing is, if we already have done the 5 waves down, well, it means that we are already in this A, B, or 1, 2, 3, or 5 to the downside. So in that case, we can simply look for this configuration, really, okay, this. So now we look for an ending in the C or an impulsive in the C, okay, so ending in the C like this. So we look for a 3, 4, 5, or an impulsive like this, something that's gonna go a lot more down. So you can see we still have many configurations, sadly, okay. We still have some, we've got some confirmations that this was not the wave 1, 2 before it already happened. In this range, recognize that we was more likely about to take the lows. We took the lows, recognize this was not bullish. We got a nice continuation. And yeah, now we just have to trade direction, really, based off the order flow, really. Just have to read this and you are able to recognize if there is a good fail auction or not. And all of this, really, there are some good trades really to pick. And by reading this, you're going to be able to confirm the different scenarios and to trade all of these waves. This is simple as that, really, because at the moment we do have many configurations, you can see, with all the waves still, with a drop, because we have some possible rare case, all of this, really. So yeah, we'll have to read the order flow and see what's happening at the time. First of all, if we're in this, so first of all, we take the ABC zigzag. Now, if we start to see a C wave that go really more down, we'll simply take an impulsive and not an ABC zigzag. Okay, so this video was a bit long, but still short for the amount of information you have at the moment on the Bitcoin. I know this is not the best. It is not the best of the best. I really trying to give you to make it easy. It's not all the time, but as always, that was too easy. Everyone will make money, right? So yeah, I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section down below. You can absolutely join the Discord server, ask me some questions in the Discord server. If you want to stay updated, as always, don't forget to join the Discord server. Go and check out the Mateos update section right here. This is where really I'm active every day. I'm a day trader, you know, so I'm posting this, posting some stuff almost every day except the weekend. But yeah, some useful stuff really you have to be aware of, and so we can get some good trades all together. Yeah, that's the goal really. And yeah, but anyway, don't forget to join. You can, of course, talk with everyone, post your profit, share some stuff, ask me some questions, post your TAs, do whatever you want, really, okay? Of course, by following the rules. If you want to get more of us, don't forget to go and check out the MOONCHARTS, the FR website. If you want to get up to 7,000 deposit bonus while trading on a good exchange, I'm still using this. You can go and check out the PRIMEXBT offer, have all the details in the description, and of course, by doing this, you of course support the channel, but you get a reward at the same time. If you want to go and check out the updates, it's on the update really where I'm doing my full TA and everything really. So you can get really above and below. It's free, waiting for you on the website. So you just have to go and check this out really. And if you want to skip all the TAs, really, how I'm doing all of this, you can go directly around 55 minutes, something like this. But anyway, I wish you all a brilliant day. Take care of you, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.